Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle of loss, feeling like no matter what you did, the odds were always stacked against you? Like a broken record, you kept repeating the same patterns, hoping for a different outcome, only to be met with disappointment time and time again. Perhaps you questioned your abilities, your luck, or even your worth. I've been there. In fact, for years, I lived in that space of constant defeat. Whether it was trading in the financial markets, placing bets on sporting events, or simply trying to outwit my opponents in friendly competitions, I couldn't seem to catch a break. Every loss felt like a personal attack, chipping away at my confidence and leaving me with a growing sense of hopelessness. The more I tried to turn things around, the deeper I seemed to sink into the quicksand of defeat. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years of this relentless cycle. It was as if I were stuck in a never-ending loop, destined to be on the losing side forever. The frustration grew, morphing into a deep-seated anger at my circumstances, at the world, and ultimately at myself. I couldn't understand why I couldn't seem to achieve even the smallest victory. But then something incredible happened, a chance encounter, a flicker of hope in the darkness, a glimmer of possibility that I had never considered before. It was the turning point, the moment that would forever alter the trajectory of my life. It wasn't a flashy revelation, nor was it accompanied by trumpets or a chorus of angels. It was a simple conversation, a chance meeting with someone who seemed to possess an aura of quiet confidence, an unwavering belief in their own abilities. In a casual exchange, they mentioned a method, a way of approaching challenges and making decisions that was entirely different from anything I had ever encountered. At first, I was skeptical. After all, I had tried countless strategies, systems, and tactics, all of which had ultimately failed me, but there was something about the way this person spoke, a conviction in their voice that piqued my curiosity. They didn't try to convince me or sell me on anything. They simply shared their experience and offered a different perspective. I decided to look into this mysterious method. I began researching, reading books, watching videos, and talking to others who had also experienced success with it. The more I learned, the more I realized how fundamentally different this approach was from the conventional wisdom I had always followed. It wasn't about relying on luck, intuition, or even raw talent. Instead, it was a systematic, logical, and evidence-based approach that focused on understanding the underlying principles that govern success. The core principles of this method were simple yet profound. They challenged my assumptions, forced me to reevaluate my beliefs, and ultimately opened my eyes to a whole new world of possibilities. They revolved around concepts such as risk management, emotional control, continuous learning, and adapting to changing circumstances. It was about understanding the probabilities, making calculated decisions, and never letting emotions cloud judgment. It wasn't a path for the faint of heart. Implementing the method required discipline, patience, and a willingness to step outside my comfort zone. It meant unlearning old habits and accepting a new way of thinking. I had to confront my fears, challenge my assumptions, and push myself to grow in ways I never thought possible. The initial stages were a whirlwind of trial and error. There were moments of doubt, setbacks, and even losses. However, I reminded myself of the core principles and the logic behind the method. I meticulously analyzed my actions, identified areas for improvement, and made the necessary adjustments. Each experience, whether a win or a loss, became a valuable lesson, a stepping stone towards mastery. And then, slowly but surely, the tide began to turn. The small wins started trickling in, followed by bigger ones. It was like a dam had burst, releasing a torrent of positive outcomes that I had never thought possible. The more I applied the method, the more consistent my results became. The losses were no longer devastating blows. They were simply data points, feedback to refine my approach. These early successes were exhilarating. They were proof that the method worked, that I wasn't just lucky, but that I had genuinely tapped into something powerful. The confidence that had been eroded over years of defeat started to rebuild itself. I felt a renewed sense of purpose, a belief in my abilities that I hadn't experienced in a long time. However, I knew that the journey was far from over. The method wasn't a magic bullet, but rather a framework for continuous growth and improvement. I became obsessed with refining my approach, learning from every experience and adapting to the ever-changing landscape. I sought out new knowledge, experimented with different variations, and constantly pushed the boundaries of what I thought was possible. With each iteration, the method became more personalized, more attuned to my strengths and weaknesses. I learned to trust my instincts, to identify patterns, and to anticipate outcomes with increasing accuracy. It was a process of evolution, of constantly refining my skills and expanding my knowledge. The more I learned, the more I realized how much more there was to discover. As time went on, the results became truly remarkable. What started as a trickle of wins turned into a flood. The 100% mark, once a distant dream, became a reality. It wasn't just about the numbers, though. It was about the transformation I had undergone. I was no longer the person who had been trapped in the cycle of defeat. I had become a confident, skilled, and successful individual who had the power to shape my own destiny. This newfound success wasn't just confined to the specific area where I had first applied the method. It spilled over into other aspects of my life as well. My relationships improved, my finances became more stable, and my overall well-being soared. I had not only changed my winnings, but I had also changed my life. The desire to share this newfound knowledge and empower others became a driving force. I couldn't keep this incredible tool to myself. I wanted to help others break free from their own cycles of defeat, to experience the same transformation I had undergone. I wanted to show them that there was another way, a path to consistent success that was based on logic, discipline, and continuous learning. So I began sharing my experience with others. I started a blog, wrote articles, and created videos, all dedicated to teaching the principles of the method. I built a community of like-minded individuals who were eager to learn and grow together. We shared our successes and failures, supported each other through challenges, and celebrated each other's victories. It was through this community that I truly understood the power of collective knowledge and collaboration. By sharing our experiences and insights, we were able to accelerate our learning, refine our strategies, and achieve even greater heights of success. The more we shared, the more we received in return. It was a virtuous cycle of growth and empowerment. This journey, this transformation, it's not about me, it's about you. It's about anyone who has ever felt trapped in a cycle of loss, who has ever doubted their abilities, who has ever dreamed of achieving greater success, but didn't know where to start. The method that changed my winnings from 0 to 100% is not a secret formula or a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a mindset, a set of principles, a way of approaching life's challenges with clarity, confidence, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. It's about taking control of your destiny, making informed decisions, and continuously learning and growing. It's about understanding that success isn't just about luck or talent. It's about effort, discipline, and a willingness to accept change. It's about recognizing that you have the power within you to achieve anything you set your mind to, as long as you're willing to put in the work and follow a proven path. This isn't the end of the story, but rather the beginning of a new chapter. It's a chapter where you take the knowledge, the tools, and the mindset that I've shared with you and apply them to your own life. It's a chapter where you become the architect of your own success, where you break free from the limitations of the past and accept the limitless possibilities of the future. If my journey has resonated with you, if you feel a spark of inspiration within you, I encourage you to take the next step. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Don't let past failures define your future. Instead, accept the challenge, learn from your mistakes, and never stop striving for greatness. The path to success may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you.